Hello, my name is Héctor Silva Ávalos. I'm a Salvadoran journalist. I'm the director of Revista Factum, which is an online journal of El Salvador. We investigate and report on issues as violence, corruption, migration, gangs, organized crime in my country and also in the neighboring countries of Guatemala and Honduras, in the region that's known in the United States as the Northern Triangle of Central America. This is a very violent region that's been plagued by all types of crimes and violence since 3 decades ago. And now one of the most important types of violence is that of gangs. But in the late recent months and years, in the case of El Salvador, my country, the state, the government of my country has responded to that, to the activity of gangs with a very strong, heavy-handed, repressive approach from state agents and public force, especially the police. The government created an elite police unit back in 2015. And in fact, we have reported around that unit, and we have discovered that some elements within that unit, within the National Civilian Police, are responsible of committing crimes, of extrajudicial killings, homicides, extortion, sexual aggression against girls. We reported on that and published a big report on August 22nd. And that created a big response by the society in general, but also by the government. The government has been reluctant to recognize, to acknowledge that these kind of groups exist within the National Civilian Police. The government has always said that these are isolated cases, that this is not public policy. But from our investigations, we have learned that this is a widespread practice within the police. And there's no surveillance, no control of these agents. And we, in particular, in Factum, discovered that a particular unit of the elite battalions of the police were engaged in these crimes. And we published that, the names of the agents and of the officers that were in charge of that unit. And that generated a lot of backlash to us in the form of death threats coming from police, coming from what we understand are state agents that are not happy with our reporting. And we have been under threats and under a lot of harassment since we published this story 3 weeks ago. We haven't been able to go to our offices. Our reporters have been working from coffee shops or university campuses in San Salvador. We have to take a couple of our reporters out of the country. And right now we are doing our job, doing our work under a lot of pressure. And we are really concerned, I am really concerned, because the only response coming from the Salvadoran state, or the more important response coming from the Salvadoran state at the ministerial level, or even from the Vice President of the Republic, is either denial or open harassment to us. And in fact, the harassment is not just against Factum, the online journal that I am part of, but also to other colleagues, especially those colleagues in El Faro, who is a very important and influential digital journal that also has been reporting on these events. And we consider this to be a very dangerous situation. I understand that journalism is a very important tool for the strengthening of democracy in a country like mine. And we are going to pursue and keep doing our job. But I am sharing our story and asking you to help us share it too, to help journalism in El Salvador, and also to help us to uncover these things that are happening from the very core and the very heart of the Salvadoran state. Thank you.